Hi, welcome back, it's Kaylied Gamer. Time for a Friday stream. Just going to be streaming a little bit of this and that, mainly arcade games I think. So I'm going to be playing a bit of Darius, and this is Darius Gaiden Extra. This is a slightly remixed version of the original Darius Gaiden game. I haven't played too much of this at all actually. I was only made aware of it a month or so back. So I'm quite familiar with the original Darius Gaiden. Just not this extra version. But we'll take a shot on it, so let's have a go and we'll have a play. They just seem to feature some different level layouts and enemies. I really do like the original Darius Gaiden. Not a good start. So this version of Darius Gaiden is very much like sort of like a remix version as far as I'm aware. It features graphics that, if anything, look a bit similar to Metal Black. That sort of like post-apocalyptic look to it. Face off against a lobster of doom. Brutal enemy this one. Then smart bombs come into effect. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. So it's really nice just to play some sort of like remix version of Darius Gaiden. So I really like the SAP version of this as well. So it's a really good game. Highly recommend anyone pick the SAP version. I say it's got some really haunting music, so I like this game. So if you manage to grab hold of that orb that's sort of like controlling the enemy there, it becomes your ally, much like the original Darius Gaiden. Didn't really mean to pause that then. It's a good effect either. Check the fish egg mines. It's definitely one of them games you got to get good at, otherwise you need to the old credit feed. I do like the entry into the atmosphere effect, the heat shield on the intros to the levels. Pretty sure the original Darius Gaiden's available on Taito Legends as well. Sure, I've actually got Taito Legends for the PlayStation 2. Well, I'm pretty sure there was a support of this, well, should I say Darius Gaiden on there, which is pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Like I say, great conversion on the Sega Saturn. Oh dear. Almost destroyed him as well. So as far as I'm aware, this version ain't available outside the arcade unless it's on one of those Darius collection compilations that was released on PlayStation 4 a short while back. I'm not sure if it's actually on one of those collections or not. Oh. Oh dear, they're a bit lethal, ain't they? Tell you what, we'll take another go though. So I do enjoy playing the Darius games. We'll put 5 credits in and see how far we get. I say the enemies are quite manic on this game. Let's say features some really nice looking graphics for the time. Unfortunately, a lot of modern retro-inspired shooters, they just don't seem to have the design flair of the old shooters. Obviously, they're influenced by them, but I just they seem to be missing that spark. Generally they tend to look too over pixelised, don't they? Pixelated. They try too hard to look retro, don't they? Well, modern retro inspired games. They just need to be difficult. Just see how far we can get with these 5 credits. So just spam the bosses with the smart bomb. That was a waste. That was wasted. As far as I'm aware, that was wasted. And so this guy's he's quite a monster, isn't he? There's some great layered scrolling effects. So unfortunately I haven't got the arcade stick connected up for this at the moment. I'm actually using the Xbox One pad to play these games with. Unfortunately the 4-way pad, or D-pad on the Xbox One ain't my favourite way to play these games. It is what it is. Should probably connect up the Ori Mini, or PS4 Mini arcade stick, and make things a little bit more easier to play this game. So this pad is definitely more of an all-rounder. The Xbox One pad, much like a PlayStation pad. If you want to get to PlayStation 3, analog pad as well. It's just generally a good all-rounder for RetroArch. It allows you to play obviously games that use steering and other controller options. To be more accurate with the analog. Unfortunately, with these shooters, you've got that small D-pad. It's a complete waste of the smart bomb there, as he was transforming from one side to the other. So we just seen how far we get on. Well, the 5 credits, and they ain't gonna last too long at this rate. Whoa. There's a waste for smart bomb as well. Oh, I don't know what I was doing then. Oh. I do believe in Darius Gadian. This boss was actually one of the later bosses in the game. He's quite features quite early in this game, doesn't he? Oh, out of time with the smart bomb. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Well, that was the 5 credits. What did I get? Third stage, was it? Third stage, fourth stage. I'd say still an enjoyable game. I do like that game. Really do like Darius Gaiden. What we're gonna do? We're gonna actually play Darius Gaiden. Let's say that was Darius Gaiden. Extra, and this is just Darius Gaiden. So hey Dal, how are you, mate? Yeah, I love Darius Gaiden. I say that was Darius Gaiden Extra. So I ain't that familiar with Darius Gaiden Extra. I only realised there was a Darius Gaiden Extra a couple of months ago. Just like I haven't really played it on emulation before, and I've never purchased one of the Darius collections either. Which I was thinking about getting one, but never actually got one. I was thinking about buying it, but I never did at the time. It sort of passed. I was probably waiting for the prices to drop on them because they're quite steep, aren't they? The Darius Gaiden collections. But yeah, what we'll do, I'll do the same on this one. 5 credits on this one. Yeah, you're good. Great, cheers. Yeah, thanks for dropping in on the stream anyway, mate. Yeah, I know it's a Friday evening, and you know some people have got better things to do than YouTube, but me personally, I ain't. So I thought I'd just stream some games while I'm playing them. Means I've got a few hours tonight to do nothing. So, what you been playing recently, Dal? Anything in particular, or a bit of everything? Yeah, they ain't very cheap, but they're quite expensive. The Darius collections, they aren't great, don't they? I mean, from what I've seen, I say you got the 2 different collections of some of them, haven't you? You got like the console Darius games, and you've got the arcade Darius games. I think I'd probably go with the arcade Darius games. Because if I wanted to get the console ones, I'd probably get the console ones separately. Obviously, if you could afford them. But yeah, that was great. That was funny. No, like Darius. Is it Darius Burst? Is it Darius Chronicles Burst or something? That was the latest Darius Darius game. So yeah, I did like a look at that on PlayStation 4. Hot Shots Racing, Zone of the Enders. Yeah, the Zone of the Enders HD collection's just been released on Xbox Live Gold, free for members. You know what I mean? I did download it, but I haven't played it yet. Downloaded it the other night. You can see that. I think that's just like HD versions of the original Zone of the Enders games on the PlayStation 2. Never really played a Zone of the Enders game, so looking forward to trying one of them out and seeing what they play like. Hot Shots Racing. Trying to think what Hot Shots Racing. Can't really remember. Hot Shots Racing. Hot Shots Racing. Or is G Darius a remaster, is he? Remaster of the PlayStation 1 version. And so I got G Darius on the PlayStation 1, the Japanese PlayStation version. That's a nice game, isn't it, in 3D? Again, it was a coin-op conversion, wasn't it? This guy's a pain in the end unless you can manage to detach that ball. And that's it. Developed by Sumo Digital. Oh, so they're the ones that converted Outrun 2, weren't they? Sumo. I'll look that one up. I said before Outrun 2, Sumo, they do believe they actually were into like making games and software to use with the fitness machines in gyms, and so they had a sort of like a lucky break. With Sega, they got signed up with Sega to convert Outrun 2, and they seemed to propel them from nowhere, didn't it though? You say it pretty good in the Sumo. Good version of Outrun 2 on PlayStation 2 as well, isn't it? Handles it really well, considering all the hype around the Xbox version of Outrun 2. Coast to Coast is pretty good on PlayStation 2 in all fairness. I'm surprising good. Especially considering like the PS2 ain't got like a native hard drive. Yeah, Sumo. Yeah. Oh, but it's by factor 7 or something now. Yeah, they did make Sonic and Sega Racing. Yeah. I've put a stream on that before, and I've been playing it on the Wii U. So I've got them on the 360 as well. Got both of them on the 360. Sonic Racing and Transformed. So unfortunately, only the second one's backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but I've got the first one on 360. I've got the second one on the Wii U as well, which is nice on the Wii U as well. I think the graphics are a bit sharper than the Xbox 360 version, obviously because it was probably developed, the hardware was made a little bit later on it than the 360. So it's got some slightly better effects in the game. At the end of the day, it plays just the same. Yeah, now Sumo are really good. So after the Sega Racing games, the Sonic Racing games, I don't really hear that much about it, in all fairness. I love Darius Plus as well on the PC Engine. Considering it's just a U card, it's it's really good. It's really good. I like it. It's probably what got me really into the Darius series. I think. I remember owning Darius 2 years ago on the Mega Drive. I say I've got it again now, Japanese Mega Drive cartridge. But I think what really got me into Darius was the PC Engine one, that Darius Plus. I say I did have the Darius original. I say, well, I think it was called Super Darius, wasn't it, on the PC Engine CD-ROM. I did have that one. So yeah, it wasn't the original. Sorry, it was sort of like a remastered one. It's called Super Darius one. That's pretty good as well. I think the U-card version is really good, considering it's just a little U-card. The same Mega Drive version ain't too bad either. Darius 2. A lot of soundtrack on Darius 2. Especially the opening level. Really sets a mood for the game, doesn't it? Yeah, they do seem really good at developing and porting racing games, Sumo. Yeah. As I say, it's probably, I don't know, maybe it's the gym keep fit thing, I don't know. I'm sure they used to do like programs for exercise, like interactive video games for exercise machines. I sure remember reading something about Sumo when they were first looking at porting Outrun 2 on the Xbox. And I think it was in Edge magazine. They did some sort of coverage of Sumo, you know, like sort of the history in gaming and entertainment, like the development profiles. And so I'm pretty sure that they were into the fitness interactive games market. Yeah, Outrun 2 is class. I love Outrun 2. It's brilliant. Yeah, I like mouse gaming in all fairness. I like modern gaming as well. Not just the retro stuff. Retro's alright for just like spend a few hours when you know, just to do a bit of nothing really. You ain't got to worry about finding stuff in a massive open world, and you know, it's just a couple of credits and do your damnedest to try to get as far as you can with an high score, or you know, or just beat the game. It ain't. Sometimes they're a bit daunting, I think, on modern. Yeah, God, it would be great, wouldn't it, if they ported Scud Race. Yeah, modern gaming, it's fine, a lot of it, but some of it, the open world games, it's daunting, isn't they? I find them daunting. And don't get me wrong, I've played Grand Theft Auto and stuff and that, but it's just like... I just find them daunting now, I do. It's just the thought of having to put all them hours into it. And so you can just get lost in doing nothing in them as well, Kai, with an open world game, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I've played them for hours on end. Sometimes all I've done is just drive around in the car and stuff. And just taking out to take it just in the map, wouldn't you? So, I don't know. I think too much is, you know, it is too much, literally. Yeah, try ramming him when you're invincible. Yeah, Sumo do a really good job, I reckon, if they were given the resources to port something like Scud Race. You know, that'd be class, wouldn't it? So unfortunately, I think there's other ways of playing it now if you want to run it via an emulator or whatever now. So I mean, I ain't emulated Scud Race, I ain't emulated any Model 3s or nothing. It's just like the old retro stuff that I've been looking at emulating. Mainly stuff that you can't really get hold of. And granted, there's a version of this on the Saturn, isn't there? So, but like the extra one, I've never even heard of the extra one before. He's mad, isn't he? I've never seen this thing before on this level. I don't know if I've ever done this level before. Oh yeah, that didn't last long, did he? So. Yeah, I was to say I'd be tempted to try and emulate Scud if I could. I don't know. I ain't really looked into it. Yeah, there's a specialised emulator for the Model 3 stuff, isn't there? Because I think you need a decent graphic card as well. Like I say, I'm really into the PC scene, so laptops and stuff, but they ain't really like anything like dedicated graphic hardware in them, really. Like I say, this is we're on a 6-year-old laptop now, this thing. It handles it surprisingly well. I say it was an average laptop in 2015, so nothing spectacular then. It was almost a budget laptop, so it ain't doing too bad. Yeah, I've been alright, I ain't been too bad, thanks. Yeah, I ain't really been up to a lot, to be honest. Bit of this and that, a bit of maintenance around the house, not a lot. Bit of decorating a couple of months ago, not so much recently. No, not too much actually. But all good, all good. We want to put something else on. What are we going to put on? I haven't a clue. I like Altered Beast, but it's got its haters, and it Altered Beast. It's a funny one, big run. If you ever played the coin up of that one. So they've got Golden Axe. Play Golden Axe. And we'll put 3 credits in this. We just got 3 credits. Does he? Oh, it's good to know. It's good to know. Because I ain't even tried it. So this has got well, let's say this laptop's. I wouldn't think this laptop would probably be up to it. To be fair, the one that I'm actually running this RetroArch through. So say it's been run on this 2015 laptop, and I'm using the laptop got earlier on this year, start of the year, to stream it. So it's like the two of them running in tandem. The one's running the game, the other one's streaming it. Because it just does such a much better job. I mean, it can stream and play games on the same laptop, but it just seems more simple to connect the one up and stream it through the capture card. Well, I'll probably have to try looking that up, the supermodel emulator. I'm sure I've seen that before on YouTube, and I've seen like Daytona 2 running on it as well, like you say. But yeah, it's such a shame that they didn't actually like Sega release an official port of Scud. I remember playing Scud at Alton Towers the first time I played it. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing racing game. Scud just looks brilliant. From what I remember, it looked brilliant. So I had hidden tracks on Outrun 2 as well on the Xbox. And so I was amazed when they was unlockables. It's really nice hidden feature by Sumo to drop them in there. Oh, should we just on the Twitch with the 360 controller? Yeah, I can believe it. Yeah, I mean I've seen some games from emulators before, even with like a 360 steering wheel, and I don't know, they look a bit vague. In all fairness. I don't know if you could probably do something with the sensitivity or something, but I don't know, sometimes they look a bit vague. Like control. Yeah, it's only trouble with some of the emulations like this. I've got this on low latency, because if you don't put the low latency on, especially on the older laptop, you'll get like a lag with the controls. Oh, subliminal. Yeah, a bit of a nothing stream, bit of a random game stream again. A bit of this and that. I saw your Galaxy Force 2 on the Saturn. I noticed you'd stream that the other night. Oh, I missed the live stream of it. So I was having a quick look at the video of it. I say it's a cracking game, and you know, it might not be like arcade perfect on the Saturn, but it's pretty close. It does a really good job of shifting all them sprites. They have a lot of sprites on screen, that game, isn't it? Yeah. That's the problem with Power Drift, it's really pricey, isn't it? I remember getting it when it was first released. It's one of the last games I bought for the Saturn back in the day. I remember getting it from Computer Exchange Birmingham, and I think I paid 50 quid for it. No. So the one I got now, I think I probably paid about 50 or 60 quid for that. Just say that wasn't new, but it was with a spine card. So the guy on eBay, he sells some good quality stuff. The one I bought that off, so I knew I was. Cause I bought Mega Drive stuff off him in the past. I've had quite a few people on YouTube say they've used him as well. It's Steve 666B or something like that, or 366B or something. But yeah, he sells, you know, good quality stuff. If you can pick the import stuff up from Japan, you know, he sells some good stuff. It ain't knocked about, he's got decent quality stuff. Yeah, Galaxy Force 2 on the PS2. Yeah, it's one of the Sega Ages ones, isn't it? That's pricey as well. I mean, I know the Gunstar Heroes one was pricey. So you saw that one. I ain't got that one anymore. The Gunstar Heroes one, I got rid of it. But I've got still got the. It's got Alien Soldier on it as well. But still got the Quartet one. Kept the Quartet one. But yeah, the Sega Ages one is like the Galaxy Force 2. It's really pricey, isn't it, that one? I think it's got sort of like an enhanced version on it, as far as I'm aware. I think the graphics are probably slightly more high resolution than the coin-op. Is that the one that based the 3DS on? I think them based the 3DS one on, didn't they? Yeah, the Sega Ages one. Some of the stuff's alright, innit? And others are like not so good. Like the remake ones, eh? First on the remake ones are like the ones that are on the Sega Arcade Collection, whatever it was called, for the PS2 stuff like that. They remade this and Space Harrier and Outrun and stuff, and tried to remade them in 3D. The 3D Ages stuff ain't so good, isn't it? I think there was this Alien Syndrome, Space Harrier, Monaco Grand Prix. That was a weird one, because that went like back to the original Monaco Grand Prix, the above view version. Virtua Racing ain't so bad though. Just controls a bit strange, feels a bit floaty. But apart from that, I mean, the graphics are brilliant on Virtua Racing 2 on PS2. My last credit, is it? Nice timing. And again, I played the life out of this on the Mega Drive back in the day. To be fair, it's ain't a bad version on the Mega Drive, is it? Pretty close conversion, considering. So this is definitely a lot tougher than the Mega Drive one. Yeah, Virtua Racing, that was pretty good. I think that was the reason why I bought the Sega collection. PS2. I think I wanted Virtua Racing. It's like a really good version of Virtua Racing, really good looking version anyway. It's like the shading on it and stuff, it looks really good, doesn't it? So I was meaning to pick the version up for the Switch. Here we go. Chasing the Argonauts. So this was a staple 2-player for me. My cousin used to play this regular. Yeah, 2-up Mega Drive, Golden Axe. Golden Axe, stuff like this, Forgotten Worlds. The same, me and my brother used to take it in turns and like play 2-ups. 2 players of this, Forgotten Worlds and the like. Usually against my cousin on a weekend. You'd probably come around and play some Mega Drive games back in the day. So cousin was always into the Shinobi games and things. And so my brother was always more into the Nintendo stuff. I say he did have a Sega Master System, but so really into Super Nintendo later on, and N64. Yeah, he went on PlayStation 2 after N64. So. Yeah, the Switch version's supposed to be very close, isn't it? It's amazing how good the M2 games are, isn't it? Like I say, that's the last of the credits on that, we'll put something else on. But yeah, no, it's Virtua Racing. God, I remember seeing that. I was blown away with that when I saw that in the arcades first time I saw that. I think it was a sit-down version. And, yeah, amazing for the time, the 3D. Same with Virtua Fighter, it was just like an amazing looking game. It's just unique, nothing like it. I mean, obviously the graphics have aged now with the flat shaded polygons, but I just thought at the time they were, it was unique, wasn't it? I've seen nothing like it. So yeah, what we put on. Play a bit of R-Type for a change. Yeah, N64 is a guilty pleasure. Yeah, I'm never really into the N64 back in the day. My brother had it, and I played Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart, and I really like Mario as well, but just in 2 games, I don't think it was quite enough to tempt me to invest in an N64. I bought one later on. I've got videos on here, hardwired converted to S-Video, where you can really just buy a lead to do that. You don't need to hardwire it. And kept it for a while, then I just sold it. I've stuck it on eBay and sold a lot. I've got about 20 odd games through, or carts. I don't really ask a lot for it. I think I sold it for about 100 quid, something like that. But yeah, it's one of them. I've got most of the big carts as well, like the well-known carts. I just think, Blaze. They say one of the games, I think a Galmon one. I think I paid about 25 quid for that just on its own. I think it was the second Galmon game for the N64. Yeah, like I say, he loved it, but I ain't really got the connection with it. But I just wanted to play it and have the experience of owning one, which I'm glad I did. Jet Force Gemini as well, I remember playing quite a bit of that as well. But yeah, Virtua Fighter, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, really. So again, great version on PC Engine. R-Type, pretty good version on the Master System in all fairness. Obviously got more sprite glitching than the PC Engine version. You say, it never ever seems to emulate perfectly, does he? They're probably the best versions of this you can get are probably the R-Types collection on PlayStation. Just so tempted to get that. I've never seen it at a decent price. So there's R-Type Delta as well, isn't there? Yeah, so it's something. 2.5D version of R-Type, is it, if I remember right? I remember getting a Master System version of R-Type. It's amazing, I played that to death as well. Obviously it's compromised with the graphics. For, you know, for its time, it's pretty good. So I like the PC Engine version. CD one's a strange one. I mean, if you've ever played the CD version, R-Type Complete on CD, with that weird remixed music, it's different. It's alright. It's only different, isn't it? I think it'd be nice if you got the option in the original and the remixed music. Yeah, the Darius collections. I love the Darius collections. They're just too expensive. So I'd like to see what Darius first like on the Vita. It's probably hard to see on the little screen, unfortunately. So now you can run the PSP games via emulators, play them on a bigger screen. I know there's versions on the PSP as well, isn't there? Just probably, like say, hold out for the PS4 version. Sure, that's got to be one of the better versions. Say Iron made some great coin-ops, didn't they? Really. Not loads of them, but they made quite a few really good coin-ops. I mean, there was this, Ninja Spirit. Oh, that's it crashing to the top. No, that wasn't going to happen, was he? Oh well, Cotton Rebirth. So I ain't really been into the Cotton games, in all fairness. I mean, I know they're alright, but I've never really been into them. It's like Death Smiles. I played Death Smiles quite a bit when I first had it on the 360, and I sort of stopped playing it. Nothing wrong with it, just, I don't know. Something else on. Yeah, Ninja Street's pretty good on PC Engine, isn't he? Yeah, it's pricey as well, isn't he? I'm just so glad I picked mine up when I did. I think I only paid about 50 quid for mine. So it's going for nearly 3 times that now, isn't he? Stupid price. Like I say, you can't blame anyone for using an EverDrive or something nowadays. The price of retro stuff. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Play a bit of this. Play a bit of Third Strike. Yeah, all the big name PC Engine games have stupid money. Unfortunately, I mean, it's pricing itself out of the market, really, isn't it? It's getting almost to the point where it's like some of these systems. It's just ridiculous prices. I suppose more and more people are holding on to the collection, so I suppose they're becoming rarer to get hold of. But I don't know, it's just 150 quid for like a PC engineered card. Something like probably about 30 quid in Japan. That's loud, isn't it? Let's turn that down a bit. They're probably on like 30 quid when they were released in Japan. I mean, okay, they're knocking 30 years old now, isn't some of the PC Engine stuff. But it's still a lot of money, isn't it? It's still a lot of money. Justified. 150 quid on one solitary game. It's a lot of money. And yeah, some really good games. They ain't that expensive, like Street Fighter. It's like Street Fighter 2. That ain't expensive. You can pick that up for like 20 quid, can't you? And that is one of the best games on PC Engine. It's an amazing conversion on PC Engine.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got no picture.
Yeah, prices definitely got to drop, haven't they?
Well, I got the picture.
I say if you want to make a killing on retro games, if you've got some that are worth some money, it's probably the time to sell them. But I don't know, I hate seller's regret with selling collections and things. Unfortunately, I really hate seller's regret. Twist comes back to bite you, doesn't he?
Now.
So I remember when I originally got rid of all my PC Engine games. You know, I thought, oh well, move on. And then, I don't know, probably about 6 months later I regretted it for the sale. I just hadn't got the heart to recollect them. It took me nearly 20 years to actually get round to recollecting them again. So I've actually got Street Fighter 5 on the PlayStation 4, which I think I've played once or twice. I really need to play that. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Are you ready? Go!
It's just a bit... So I've got Third Strike and 3 and W Impact on the Dreamcast. So they're great games. Yeah, seller's regret. It's anything with the collection and collectors. I've had that many times over the years. Just had the urge to, like, you know, freshen up your collection, get rid of some of the older stuff out your collection, especially if like something new's come out. You think, get rid of one of the older systems and then, you know, concentrate on the newer stuff. Done that so many times over the years. Traded stuff in, and then say 5 so years down the line, looked at getting it back, or especially like the more nostalgic titles that you owned on the systems back. So obviously everyone does it, that buys games and buy games that you don't really get into, you know what I mean? Less chance of probably recollecting them over time. So most of the games I've got in my collection, retro stuff I've got some sort of nostalgic link to.
Final round. Go for it.
So I think PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, that era, I mean, I've got to admit, I was just buying everything and anything that was available. And so I've still got loads of 360 games that, you know, didn't pay a lot for at the time. They haven't really played too much, but I wouldn't get rid of still. So still games that I think I would possibly get round to playing. And so luckily a lot of them games as well, and they're backwards compatible. The one, same with PlayStation 3, so I have a lot of games on PlayStation 3. Yeah, I would have thought so, yeah. I'll still be playing games in 10 years time.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3.
Whether that'll be online gaming, I don't know. At the moment I still play online gaming. I ain't sure if I'll be playing the same sort of multiplayer online gaming in 10 years time. But I'm sure I'll be playing, definitely playing offline games. I say I don't play games so often now. I mean, it's like in between the streams I'll probably play a couple of days a week. I'll put some games on and play them. I spend more time messing around with you know, with other stuff in between gaming. It's like I say, I spend a lot of time watching other streams and things on YouTube. Like I say, the past 12 months I've spent almost as much time messing around with the emulators and things as I have actually with, you know, like that little RetroArch getting to play games and things, as I have with actually sitting down and concentrating and playing the game properly. So that's the thing that I like about these sort of retro games, the arcade games. You can just put them on and play them for 20 minutes. There's no real commitment to them, is there? You don't have to be committed to playing the thing for hours on end. No, I've got, what is it, Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. Really like the look of it, but I'm just dreading starting to play it. Same with Red Dead Redemption 2. Got it. I bought it on release. I was just dreading playing it, thinking, oh, I'm going to be playing this for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm going to be, you know, all your free time's tied up on it. And yet when I really get into them, these, you know, massive games like Fallout 3 and stuff, when I really got into them, I was like playing for hours on end, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, I've done that before. I cashed in all my PC Engine games for like next to nothing at one time years ago, just to spending money for going on holiday. So that was a bit of a seller's regret later on. So, but yeah, you could do, couldn't you? You could just cash the lot in, you know. You could probably get a really flash car. Yeah. Cash your pension in early and get a Lamborghini. Yeah, that's the only trouble with sandbox games. They are a bit open world games. I think the last ones I enjoyed was Fallout 3, Oblivion. Apart from that, they just ain't got enough structure to them. But I've got to say, I have enjoyed playing them over the years. It's just a daunting task to start something new. It's a daunting task for me to look at them thinking, like if I look at Grand Theft Auto 5 and I think, oh, play through Grand Theft Auto 5, it's a great game, but oh, it's just way too many hours to get sucked into it. Shame really, because they're brilliant games, some of them, but it's just the structure of them, I think it's just too many side quests and things to do in there to distract you. Yeah, put something else on anyway. play Outrun overseas. Yeah, I know, I always do. That's the trouble. I do get sidetracked in open world games. You spend off wandering around a city or whatever, or it's like, I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5 the other week. I thought I'd put it on. I had to switch off after now because I'd realised all I'd done was I drove around in the cars, done a bit of carjacking, scaled the top of one of the buildings, and then I was got a sniper rifle and I was just sniping at pedestrians going by. And I realised I've spent about nearly an hour just doing that because I was like, oh, I was sure what mission to tackle next. I thought I'd just have a bit of a mess about for now. I spent nearly an hour just doing that. It's like, what was the point? What was the point? I suppose it was entertaining, but it's just like, what was the point? What was the point? I don't know. What was the point? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's more than sidetracked in it. That's just madness in it. Yeah. I put 2 crates, so I have 2 goes on me.
Get ready.
As far as I'm aware, this is on the bog standard difficulty level. It ain't on the easy difficulty, easy timer. So this is the overseas version, as far as I'm aware. So this is a great game on the Saturn as well, really good conversion on the Saturn. So with that 60 frames as well, the smooth update as well. So they call it the overseas version. Obviously it's in Japan. Overseas is, it's like Europe and USA, isn't it? Whereas for us overseas, we'd be thinking it's the Japanese version, wouldn't we? Oh, this game was amazing back in the day, wasn't it? Just nothing like it in the coin, that was that. I mean, the music and the graphics. There's one game that sort of describes video game cool to me back in the day. Back in the day. It's probably got to be out now. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Taken out by a windmill. So a couple of crashes in the game that sort of pretty much rule out getting to the end goal. So this game for me is probably what started all my obsession with all things Sega. I think Outrun must have been the beginning of it. I mean, Space Harrier was great, but like this and the coin op. Oh, rolled over it. Obviously ain't gonna make it to the next checkpoint. So it controls really well with like a modern analog stick. So I've played with the PS3 controller as well, I say. Equally as great to control. Oh well. Got another credit, try again. It's the glory days for me, the glory years. Oh, it's got to be like from around about 85 to 2000, probably 2002. From these games as coin-ops to probably the Dreamcast, the end of the Dreamcast era for me. Not to say I ain't had fun playing other games since. I've enjoyed loads of games since, but to me they was the years, but they was Sega's glory years really, weren't they? There weren't really so much gaming's glory years. Tough one to call, as like I say. The Sega stuff, the arcade Sega stuff for me has always been like, it's a big draw for me really. I remember seeing the coin-ops and I was being amazed by them at the time. Obviously, so the graphics taught, as well as the super scalers and the sound effects. I don't know, they're just amazing, weren't they really? Just amazing for the time. So I know you know CRT Kaylied. I know he commented on one of my videos recently about I think it might have been the Thunderblade one or something, saying that these are like memories from his childhood. Remember seeing those, playing those, or seeing those video games like Thunderblade and the Super Scalers and stuff. And said that, there's part of his childhood. The nostalgia was strong. And so I can associate with that, really. Because I was like a teenager then when these came out. So again, it's the nostalgia, and it's definitely the nostalgia. Not that these games ain't great to play now. I mean, the Super Scaler stuff, the majority is they're really easy and they're nice to play. They ain't easy. They're just good to pick up and play. But yeah, I think it probably is mid-80s to early 2000s. To me, that's probably my favourite era. I think I have said in the past it's been like mid-80s to mid-90s or early 90s, but I think it could probably stretch right up to Dreamcast. I've had loads of fun playing other games since Dreamcast as well. So making a bit of a big zero of these. Well, what's yours, Dal? What do you think? What's your golden years of gaming? I reckon you're probably roughly on the same page. I reckon you're like probably the Sega glory years. I reckon and around about that. It wasn't just Sega, was it? You got lots of Taito and Konami, there was the golden coin-op years, aren't they? So now Subliminal, yeah, I said before as well, like the nostalgia for like the coin-op era, strong. I don't know what sort of like your golden era is. Probably, you reckon it's a little bit later? Do you think? Maybe 90s to mid 2000s. I say for me, it's definitely probably would begin in the mid 80s. That was when sort of like arcade games became more sophisticated graphically and gameplay wise. A lot of them really, but less simplistic. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy some simplistic single screen style arcade games, but I really do think they sort of came of an age, didn't they? Coin ops. I'm gonna make this on my look. The stupid mistakes earlier on. 86 to 94. Yeah. Well, that was probably my originally. That's probably the main era for me. Yeah, I say I've pretty much done the same a few times. I've sort of game in a back seat and sort of just kept the odd one or two consoles and things, but say for the past 15 years I sort of got back into keeping the games and things. I think ever since I picked up my Dreamcast, I ain't really sold any console since, apart from the odd handheld, like I sold my Game Boy Advance, the N64. I sold that, the S-Video N64. But apart from that, I can't remember selling any other console. Pretty much kept every console since then. Yes. Put something else on. I'll put another Super Scale on. Let's put Thunderblade on. I like this game, it don't like me. It's difficult, any Thunderblade, it can be tricky. Yeah, I've took a couple of breaks in gaming over the years. I always seem to have gone back to it now. Put 2 credits in this, see how far we get. Probably not very far with 2 credits. So it features some like nice 3D, doesn't it, really, the laid graphics and stuff. I say hover and speed up and should have actually changed the control system on this. I'll go set up on the other laptop. I've got the triggers, control the accelerate, or should I say the forward motion and all that. The speed control, whereas this it's set up on the right analog stick, which is, it ain't natural, it ain't a natural thing. So if you want to zoom through here, you've got to hit the old right analog stick. But while I'm doing that, it's difficult to fire and use your missiles. A mistake to make. I should have changed the control system on this. I haven't really played it much on this setup of RetroArch. nice version of this on the off the 3DS. I was looking anyway. I say with the buildings and stuff, it's really good 3D in it on the 3DS. Did they click the building now? They didn't see it. Yeah, the music is a bit strange on this one, isn't it? So you get used to it, I suppose. It's a bit sparse, isn't it? I think it's trying to be a bit like Blue Thunder one, it is. See, it's crashing to a side of a bit of a glitchy building there. I'd say another game that Sega should have just released the coin-op conversion for the home. We'll start that from the beginning again because that was lousy, wasn't it? It's been panderized. Yeah, I know, same here. PlayStation Mini's the same as well. I've got a RetroArch to try running the RetroArch with Power Drift and Galaxy Force, and don't really play them properly either. Skipping frames and slowing down, or really bad glitching. So yeah, I think your best bet's to either get like one of them little mini PCs, or like I'm here just using a pretty cheap, virtually obsolete laptop. Gonna play them, you know, the arcade versions, or as I say, SAP versions, and great, ain't they? Galaxy Force and Power Drift. Again, the Dreamcast got a great version of Power Drift as well on the Games Works. So I did have Games Works. So that's another one. I've got a little bit of sellers regret. I wish I hadn't have sold that. Yeah, I'd have to reconfigure controls to play this one again. It's lousy to play with the right analog stick. Yeah, I think we're gonna close that one. I'm gonna have to change the control configuration on that one. It just don't play well with that at all. Yeah, well that's it. I've been asking on YouTube for people to show me if the Super Console X runs the super scalers, and I've asked them to demo them for me, but like it's fell on deaf ears, so it don't sound good. It don't sound like they're going to do a good job. PlayStation Portable don't work with the RetroArch. Run them on Final Burn or Main. You played the Mega Drive ports a few times. Well, Thunderblade, yeah. I don't know, just like again, seeing the coin-op, so I was just amazed by, you know, the graphics and the cabinet and that, you know. Even though the cabinet wasn't exactly hydraulic, because it Thunderblade, it was a bit of a cop out. It was all mechanical, wasn't it? You got a lever inside which rotated the cabinet, like your cab that you sat on, the seat that you sat on, and the screen. They sort of rotated around, didn't they, using the yoke like as a lever, which is a bit crafty as they go on it. It's non-hydraulic as far as I'm aware. It's all right on a pivot. Super Monaco. Got a feeling that's on here. On the history, I'll probably run it on here. Monaco. Is it? See, some of these ain't put into the favourites. For no particular reason, it's just that I just don't put them in. What have you got? It's like Outrunners. I've never really rated Outrunners when I saw it originally. Yeah, I like Outrunners now. I like it. Special Criminal Investigation. It's like SCI. That's a good game, isn't it? Favourites. What have we got on here? It's like Big Run. That's a funny one, isn't it? Tell you what, we'll put Galaxy Force on. Means that we've put Thunderblade on. The Games Works costs mega money. Yeah, it did. I think I paid about 100 quid for it. Might have been 90 quid or something like that. And that was with a post from Japan. I think it worked out about just under 100 quid. I so much as sold it and broke even. I think I sold it to a guy over here for 120 quid with the posting. So I think the post was about a tenner because I had it insured. So yeah, I sort of broke even and sold it, and I said it at a profit. Not sure why I sold it. Don't know why I sold it. So I got a bit of seller's regret on that one. So I would have mainly just kept it just for the power drift conversion. That's what I wanted it for anyway. But again, if you really wanted to, you could probably get another way of playing it on your Dreamcast. You could get one of these, what are they called? ODEs or whatever they are. ODE drives. They say this runs alright on here, but it does glitch a bit. But obviously, because it's running through MAME, you got the odd glitches, ain't you? It does glitch just a little bit, and obviously because it's coin op, you can't select the different worlds, which is great on the Saturn. You can select the different worlds, so you don't have to start off always on the space dock one. You can choose to start playing world. So this is set up for triggers. So right triggers the accelerate, speed, left trigger to slow you down. So if you really need something like a little PC or something, I think best just invest in those little mini PCs. Just banging RetroArch on it and run it this way, like I am through this laptop. As I say, it's pretty spanky if you've got like an HDMI out on it. It's like stick it into your HD TV. Even stick CRT filters on it, make it look, slightly fuzzy like a CRT as well. Just Sega should have made some sort of like a mini, shouldn't they? Like an afterburner style mini, they make the minis now. I'm sure if they'd made an afterburner style mini and put this on it, afterburner, and then made a racing mini as well. But granted, I don't know how the racing mini would work quite as well with the mini steering wheel. So, licensed them to the 1-up ones, aren't they? The 1-up cabs. So I suppose there is that, if you wanted to. Yeah, you can't select the worlds on this one, on this setting, unless there's a dip switch setting you can adjust on it. So this runs great on the laptop. So I remember seeing this in a coin op as well. A massive beast of a coin op. Like something like the lunar lander, didn't it? Like sort of fenced off on it with all that bloody plastic chains around it and stuff. Chrome and stuff like that. It's like some sort of like strange beast on it. never actually played. It's too intimidating by it. It's an experience in itself, just coming up in the cabinet. These are terrible. These ones at the end here that really pound you just before you get into the fortress. I'm gonna make this and run out of energy. Yeah, I think if you see a lot of YouTube videos with the emulation and stuff, I think if you want to run these sort of things, I think you're better off moving away from like the Pi and stuff, and you're probably best just getting some stuff to like mini PC. I don't like using the continues. I will do just for this stream, do it for this one. Look, extra energy right round the door, look, right round the corner. Oh, try not to crash into it. Is it the FM Towns conversion of the Galaxy Force as well? Yeah, I suppose it was quite good. I don't know if it got a rotation on it. I don't think it got the rotation on it. We got sprite scaling. Saturn was probably the first version to give you the sprite scaling, much like Power Drift. There might have been some good. What happened there? See that? Glitch there, wasn't it? Did get the odd glitch there. Life of terror. Spotting that. Slowing down here. Yeah. Just making sure the laptop ain't gone to sleep. I should have changed the energy settings on it before and turn the automatic updates off. Maybe you're streaming, so it's terrible. And something needs an update or whatever, or you get some sort of notification come up that screws up your stream. Shields unbroken. See, a little bit of glitch in there when you choose your routes. I'm quite droiding in time, does he?
Extra energy.
I ain't sure if you get the same performance issue on a newer laptop, I can't remember. You can generally the newer laptop does tend to run all of these much the same probably, but you can just add more graphical effects like filters and things. It's just amazing really that you can actually play something that was so far ahead its time back in the day. Emulated, really. I say the SAP version's a great version. Let's get a bit of a wriggle on, get a bit of speed on, try without crashing. See if we can get to the core. Time's up, the energy's up. It's going to be a pain on the sat map bit there if you ever got to this part. This is a good looking level. All the tornadoes. Well, that's a lot of Panzer Dragoon. Look to it, Annie. To be fair, Panzer Dragoon's got this sort of chunky look to it, hasn't it? Some of the graphics. Good move. Out of energy the way it's going. Are we gonna make it? We may just no, it's right there. Look, just. Quite a graphically challenging level, isn't it? So this is probably the most I've fed this game, so it's probably the furthest I've seen in the arcade version. Out of energy. Yep. It's game over. It's game over. Yeah, close call, yeah. I ain't gonna continue on that. Oh. I'll save it for another day. I ain't gonna finish it. Even though we got the 1 credit there. Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, put something else on. Put something a little bit more old school, I think. More old school. Can you get more old school than Galaxy Force 2? Another game I like. It's a bit of a tricky game, isn't it? Alien Syndrome. I always go back to Alien Syndrome. Oh, I like Alien Syndrome, but you don't like me. It's an old game, and you can't continue on it, can you? Unless you're in 2 players. Yeah, we'll put 3 credits in. We'll go 3 credits.
Round 1. The time bomb is set.
So it's nice if you got an auto-fire pad in this game. Definitely saves on the finger cramp. Failing that, you got to pick up the flamethrower, which makes life a bit easier. So there's different versions of this, isn't there? Different versions of the coin op. I think the Japanese ones got slightly different layouts, and different boss enemies and things, different orders. Let's see, you want the flamethrower, just makes your life a little bit easier. I mean, the laser's pretty good. The laser's good for tackling the boss, but the flame shot. But the flamethrower just makes roaming around collecting the hostages easier work. It's definitely easier on your thumb.
Go to the
Again,
exit.
why this never got a conversion to the Saturn or even to the Mega Drive, I suppose. It's a strange one in Sega. Well, to say that they didn't want to convert the older coin ops to the system, and yet, I mean, Super Hang-On one, that new, was it? And they converted Super Hang-On, so I don't know. It's just contradictory on it. Stuff that they said they were doing with the Mega Drive. Like I say, why they never release some sort of like arcade compilation for the Dreamcast? You know, the mind baffles. Baffles. How you doing, Ghoul?
Round 2. The time bomb is set.
So I really need to sort out some other coin ops as well on here. Stuff like Rainbow Islands and stuff like that, you know. There's some great coin op manufacturers in the 80s and 90s, aren't there? You know, like Tato and Konami. Yeah, even stuff like Psycho is in video system for the shooters.
Hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up. Got one to get to the exit. I'm gonna run out of time, you know.
Caution.
Yeah, gonna run out of time anyway.
Caution. Caution. Go to the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
It's out of time.
3,
Look, the timing's off.
1, 0. Ignition.
So I should have got the
Hurry up.
flamethrower for him here. What am I gonna do with the laser?
Caution.
Nah,
Caution.
I'm
Caution.
gonna run out of time anyway. But
Caution. Caution. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
oh, evil game. Yeah, exactly. They did make some strange decisions during the heyday. Puzzling. But, you know, I just think they were like...
Round 1. The time bomb is set.
They're one of a kind, are they really? The Sega stuff. It's a pity the people running the actual finances side of it and the business side of it, you know, and the marketing and management side of it. You know, they weren't as talented as the people that were actually producing the games for them, unfortunately. So there's probably a little bit more, you know, talent there, as well as producing the games. You know, that may have lasted a bit longer as hardware producers rather than just a software only company that they are now. Pretty limited now, ain't they? What they produce.
Go to.
Got hooked on the side of the screen there. It's using the analog rather than the 4-way. It's more comfortable, but it's less precise. Really need to use an arcade stick when you play some of these older Sega games. It's just like the scalers and stuff with the analog controls. You know, play great. So I should have probably connected the two controllers up, the arcade stick and the analogs. Xbox One controller as well. More bad. I've done it before, I've done it the other way around before, and I've just had the arcade stick connected up. It's really, you need both. Yeah, exactly. I think it was a lot of infighting while there.
The time bomb is set.
I think the problem was, like I say, Sega originated from America, wasn't it? It was an American business created originally, wasn't it? I think the Japanese side of it always wanted to, you know, pull rank. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's definitely a lot of these aliens on this level, isn't there? 4 to collect. Come on. Got the bubblegum shot, which is powerful, but it's a funny one, isn't it? Reminds me of the lobbers in Gauntlet. At least it's powerful, I suppose. Need to get a wriggle on. Gonna run out of time. Better off with the flame shot. Fireball, whatever it is. And flamethrower is the best for the next boss, but I think the laser's alright as well.
Caution.
Yeah.
Caution. Caution. Caution.
Clear off.
Caution. Go to the exit 10.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen, look. Oh, I love this game, but it is difficult, tricky, innit? Put someone else on. Might finish on a high. Might finish on a bit of power drift.